Habitat for Humanity
builds strength, stability,
self-reliance,
and shelter.
My brother and his wife, they asked me would I join them on a community program that they heard about. Then they said, come on, you might be interested. So we gathered up all our papers and everything. We went over there that day, and they told us it's going to be DIY hands-on training. So I was very excited.
This impact is not just about four walls and a roof. It's more than a house. It's even more than a home. What we are doing is helping to change families to improve their health, to improve their education of their children, and to basically give them a much better chance to a better quality of life.
After high school, I joined the military. Shortly after that time, I got divorced, and I became a single mom with 3 kids. The kids had a rough time. Ryan and Katie, I think they moved schools 2 or 3 times, and there was no real stability. My oldest daughter, who now is 14, by the time she was 10, moved 11, 12 times. They didn't have a place to call their own. And as soon as we got situated somewhere, we would jump somewhere else. I ended up living in my mom's basement. It was me, my 3 kids in the basement, my mom and my dad on the main floor, and then my sister and her 3 kids and her husband on the top floor.
In Chicago and the surrounding area, nearly 350,000 families don't have access to affordable housing. Habitat for Humanity has been in the area for over 30 years. We've been able to help over 5,000 individuals change their lives through a better quality home.
At the time, I was living with my sister, and it got to be very crowded and not very friendly in the home. I will say that my reaction when I found out that I was going to be a Habitat owner, I was ecstatic.
Before Habitat, Max was not able to participate in a lot of sports. Because of this organization, I'm actually able to pay for something. And he enrolled in wrestling. He excelled in wrestling. He's like #1 in shot put and discus now, and he's really fast. And his coaches love him. He's making some good friends. He found a couple around the block. It's a really good program for people. You're changing somebody's life.
People think that I got my home for free, and I tell them, no, that's not the case at all. I worked for my home.
But sweat equity also puts the families side by side with the volunteers. And so that's a very meaningful relationship because it gives volunteers a sense of, oh, this is what I'm doing this for. And then families know, wow, there's somebody who cares about what I'm trying to do, and we're all partners in this thing.
Before I had to do my sweat equity hours, I had to work on numerous homes.
When I got here, everything was pretty much demoed. I took the glue off the studs, put up drywall, we've painted, we've laid down floors.
The stone on the floor is like glass, so you have to be careful. So we learned how to really cut it good enough. Now, I'm gonna put a backsplash all the way around the walls in my kitchen here because I know how to do that now.
It's just overwhelming to know that total strangers don't mind taking time out to help you with your home, and they never even met you.
In today's society, it seems like we're thinking about reducing our carbon footprint. So all the building codes and a lot of the funding actually comes to build an energy efficient home. In volunteering, you're kind of expanding your personal footprint on the world because not only are you taking care of your family and your children and your job, but you have an opportunity to help another family. And as you come over and over again, you've really taken your talent, your time to help somebody else. And that's an incredible experience. We have thousands of people that come out every year that do that. And we could not do our work without them.
And that's what I love, America building. It makes us have hope for the future.
Habitat for Humanity really, it prepares people for homeownership, but it builds bridges.
When I walked up to the front door, it was Max's first time coming here. He didn't know what he was walking into. And as soon as he walked in, he's like, wow, Mom, this place is great. Like, isn't it? I was so excited.
And everybody should know that you have a chance to own a home, especially people that come from certain backgrounds, you know, that they can do it.
I'm just grateful because I don't know where I would be without Habitat.
Habitat for Humanity.
Habitat.
Habitat.
Habitat for Humanity
Build strong,
Strong.
stable.
Habitat for Humanity builds strong, stable families.